Hi guys, it's Ashley with OCBT. Happy Friday. I know it has been so long since I've had the opportunity to sign on and share information with you guys, but I'm excited this morning because I've had several parents reach out and request information about vision and dyslexia. One of the things that I get asked most in the communities at the end of my presentations when I open it up for questions is there's always typically one person who will raise their hand and ask if vision therapy will cure or treat dyslexia. The answer is no. Vision therapy does not cure or treat dyslexia. But I want to also share some information to show you how vision is connected to dyslexia and very closely. And when you look at general statistics of a general classroom, the statistics are showing that 1 out of 4 students struggle with an underlying visual deficiency that's affecting their ability to learn. When you look at special populations, when I say special populations, I mean populations that include patients who have been diagnosed with ADHD, dyslexia, learning-related disabilities, autism, that number jumps from 1 out of 4 students to 3 out of 4 students. So the prevalence of a visual deficiency is more common in our special populations. So when you think about a patient or a student, let's say student who is undergoing dyslexia intervention, and they're working through the strategies and techniques to help them become better readers, they need that intervention. That intervention is specific to dyslexia, and vision therapy does not replace that. One thing that I'd like to highlight, though, is one of the most common signs and symptoms reported by students with dyslexia is that they see the words move on the page. That's a visual symptom. If a patient is trying to read or a student is trying to read and they're seeing the words move on the page, that is indicative of a binocular vision disorder. So what we want to do on a vision therapy side is we want to train that student's binocular vision skills to be able to maintain alignment. We want to improve that patient's tracking skills. So after we've trained the brain to learn how to team their eyes, that we can then train the brain to learn to team their eyes and all of these different gazes that we know are required when we're reading, because we're reading with left to right movements and our eyes have to team at all of those different gazes. We know that we can improve a patient's reading abilities by training the visual functions that are required for reading. So if we know that 75% of students who have dyslexia, ADHD, autism, learning disabilities, that they also have a vision deficiency, we need to retrain those visual deficiencies so that the visual input is coming in more effortlessly and more efficiently for that patient. Because then we know when they go to their dyslexia interventions are going to be much more impactful because their visual input is now accurate and coming in more seamless for them. And they're not having to work hard to keep the word single and still on the page, and then also work hard to figure out what the word is and sound it out and then make sense of the entire sentence and then recall what the story was about. They're having to overcome so many hurdles. Vision therapy helps reduce a few of those hurdles because we know that the visual system can be trained to work better as a machine and work more efficiently as a machine. So does vision therapy cure dyslexia? No. But vision therapy remediates all the visual deficiencies that we know can affect reading. And if statistics are showing 75% of our kids who are in that population also have a visual deficiency, we need to remediate those, because the intervention that they're doing is not going to be as impactful if they're still struggling to team their eyes, track their eyes, and focus their eyes. So I hope that was helpful information, and please share this post because there's somebody on your friend list that's had the same question or even brought it up at my presentations and probably received the same exact answer. We need to spread awareness. Thank you guys. My name's Ashley. If you have any questions about today's post or if you have a different topic that you'd like for me to share information about, I'll leave my email in this with this video, so you can email me and I would be happy to try to do a video on the topic that you send me. And thank you to the several parents that emailed me about this topic. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of parents that find this helpful. Happy Friday, guys. Have a great weekend.